Staircases, the primary floor as well, so I like the fact they bring Monty for this. Gonna force Rice into an uncomfortable position here. Move too much, you get shot, but Monty can also hit fire you down. It's a tough spot for Rice to be in. Oh.
Rice engaging, Gavin down, he's caught by Packer. Great entry from Wildcard so far. Now Spirits will continue to lurch forward. Panbazoo is the star player for the 21 kills he dropped on Border yesterday, all for naught. That same level of performance, absolutely keeping his team competitive on its own, but he dies to Canadian. Canadian might not have the greatest shot in the game, but he makes those shots count. Now it's just Surf and BEAULO remaining for Wildcard as Panbazoo is off the board.
Attackers have
Two remaining players from DZ, both with a kill to their name, looking for one more apiece each.
10 seconds
As there goes the plant by Surf, by the copier. BEAULO needs to cover. He takes bomb site, which is where DarkZero is defending now. Wildcard have already taken top floor control. Pushed off whatever from DZ was up there. Now, main floor is their focus. This is the exact same predicament Wildcard put DarkZero in last round. Get the first two picks, have a big numbers advantage. Thrown down. Terrible predicament for him, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Going live.
Time just ticking away, but Wildcard can throw bodies at the problem. What can NJR do? There goes one of the Goyo canisters patrolling the hatch. A flawless round for Wildcard. Goodbye, NJR.
Is this you in 20
That
years?
was okay. We had one round of tech issues, but that was it. Surf with the leadoff kill. Wildcard getting first blood all 3 rounds. Not just first blood all 3 rounds, but they've actually gotten the first 2 picks all 3 rounds. Not just 1, but 2. EZ's Rome has been absolutely impotent. Now, this looks more like round 1 than round 2. Mostly because round 2, DZ didn't get a single kill. But in round number 1, there was
afterwards. Oh yeah,
Canadian
Canadian got
still
clutch
running.
down.
He lobs this position. Canadian out dueling BEAULO. Now, Spirits charging in at him, trying to keep the Monty at bay. But it's a fight for the ages. Spirits, health just, winnowed down, but still standing. Now accompanying Adam towards this open area bomb site. Not a lot of time left. And there's no hard destruction. There's 3 smokes on the board, however, so they can conceal their advancement, though the Monty will make an awful lot of noise in the process. That smoke, a bit overthrown, that might give NJR an opportunity to see Adam, and indeed, that's what happens. Gavin and NJR work together from their positions, and they get DZ's first minute to go. It's a rare advantage for DarkZero. Now it might continue to grow as Spirits doesn't have the Monty, swapping it up and going with the Blitz instead. Surf and Packer last 2, but Gavin is holding court on the stairs. Goodbye to Packer. Now it's Surf to drop into the elevator. He's got first floor and 35 seconds to go, but no access to the diffuser. He also doesn't know that Rice is playing on main floor, not too far off. Rice still searching for kill number 1, but why not? Wait. Be patient. Surf will vault on over, but he's going to go through the other door. Ever closer to the bomb site. Stellar's Archives site merging twice. There goes Surf with the diffuser in hand.
It's possible for them right now. They got time to work with, but again, those Goyo canisters also still popping. The ice charge from BEAULO will not clear out the Kai Claw, surprisingly enough. That means NDR will be safe inside the A-bomb site. Toss out those toxic babes, stall for more time, so does the fire. And meanwhile, Rice also finds a kill.
It'll be BEAULO to charge in that main door as the diffuser walked in towards lockers. So this will be a drop through the hatch for Adam. BEAULO sprinting in, trying for the kill. He knew he had to play it out. Wouldn't work. Spirits, how does he survive that? He gets the down, cannot secure. Adam twisting and turning by the elevators. He's last alive in the site.
5 seconds remaining.
Gavin with the down, still bleeding out. But Panbazoo with 2 super shorty kills in 1 round. You don't usually see 1.
Will destroy the Kai Claw downstairs, and there, they get it. Second set, of course, will get the hatch, and Wildcard then have a way in towards the bomb side, but with no smoke grenades to assist them, and no nades left in Spirit's pocket, getting the diffuser down and get that initial entry and foothold might prove difficult. See, Wildcard, they know that the rumors of DarkZero downstairs as well, so they gotta watch those flanks on all the staircases.
15 seconds to go.
Everybody's still alive, and there's 15 seconds left in the round. Adam will drop. Obscured, nearsighted, but not before he can take out Panbazoo. BEAULO in and doing BEAULO things. But Canadian is there to shut down the defuse plant. A second attempt by Adam, and Canadian is down in the basement, and that lean back is all that we need to know. Another flawless round for Wildcard as they send us through the first half. Wildcard, their last 2 rounds, both won. Yeah, not entirely certain. DZ will be slower on attack than Wildcard. I think that's a given. But Rice gets a relatively free kill as Surf peeks through the doorway, gets smoked. That is not the Teller's Archives bomb site, though those are the 2 places where we saw DZ go to defend twice. Wildcard still controlling open area. It'll be a challenge, not impossible, but will be a challenge to take that bottom floor bomb site without conceding open area. Canadian is amidst the smoke, and he's just going to suffer through it.
What?
I wonder if maybe on his screen it was not visible, but it was very steadily ticking away at his HP. Now BEAULO drops. He's punished for it. Not finished off yet, though. Hacker will have to deal with the blitz. It's NJR in a 1v1. He drops. No denial brought whatsoever. So in some ways, maybe you could consider the EMP to be a suboptimal pick, but I don't think DZ would think that, or else they wouldn't have brought it. Gavin punished inside of Archives because Surf is playing above. Gavin, the most kills in this lobby, tied with Spirits at 8. Most kills on his team, technically. You don't have that coverage that you need. Now Rice will just go in and start the plant in relatively safe position. If there's no gas canisters or nitro cells to stop him, you don't really have an option to shut him down. And look at Pambazoo quarterbacking the post plant. Spirits activating the smart goggles. He and Adam playing side by side inside of open area. Far enough removed from where that diffuser is, but Spirits creeps up on that position. Down goes Pambazoo. NJR will need to sneak in. Does he have an avenue? Neither of these players from Wildcard on the diffuser just yet. NJR will look for the one player. A nice shot onto Spirits. And now Adam needs to take the engagement. He cannot afford to go onto that diffuser, or he'll be picked off the exact same way. Draws the attention of NJR, finds him and gets the kill. Can he get back in time? He's got 3 seconds. All he needs to do is hit 7. Oh my God, it's gonna be a photo finish. Does he get it in time?
He's got it.
The skin of his teeth. Wildcard grabbed the diffuser.
Remember that thing where I said NGR? Loads of ways for him to die and take damage in this round.
And there he goes. He's as good as dead. Hacker traded back, so DZ might lose the first pick, but there's no advantage really gained in terms of numbers. You're welcome to talk about whether the Legion is more valuable than a Monty. Now BEAULO will die as well, playing on Castle, maybe a more sheltered operator, which stands to reason if he doesn't know the strats. Gavin will find a bunch of goo mines on the way into the Archives bomb site, and now have the diffuser at his disposal, but Spirits is trying to retake. Gavin eliminating Adam, the hero from the previous round. Spirits has an idea, but now so too does DZ, as those logic bombs will allow Gavin to know there's somebody not too far off. A swing through the doorway as NJR punishes Spirits, and now it's Surf from above. Supernova receiving a huge buff with the changes to that shotgun. You add the suppressor to it, and suddenly it can kill enemies with relative ease. Surf, it does have eyes on the diffuser, as you literally hear the game say. That's a bit unfortunate timing on my part, but he now needs to find the 2 remaining players. Is he be able to pull this one off? He has to head back to the bomb site, gain their attention first. Not expect Gavin to be so close by. Oh! A bit of a rodeo, no way! Oh my God, if Wildcard had pulled that off. DZ in a nail biter wins it because it's completely open. If Canadian wasn't stranded in Dirt Tunnel, they could scramble and just get into lockers and get the diffuser down. But DZ are stuck at this point. With 1 minute to go, they've now lost Gavin, and Canadian has no escort. He's gonna have to do this himself.
That's the weird part. Most teams, they play around the Monty so heavily, but DC, they leave him alone as, again, like a way to distract the enemy, but it's not working. Canadian suffering damage. Time and time. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's ugly. No.
This is so disrespectful. Leave him alone.
Got toxic babes. They could totally do it.
There's a shotgun blast waiting at the bottom of blue for NJR. He gets swung on. That's it for him. Canadian inside of Dirt Tunnel's last game, is that correct?
That's when he announced retirement.
Ah, right. So they did not end up competing at SI, right?
No, they did not.
There you go. Packer will die as well. DarkZero fighting for their lives. The only way they win on their own map is through overtime. That means it will be a harrowing journey to get there for them, but I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. DZ must hate their fans because it is not easy being a fan of DZ. I think you're definitely competing with Team Liquid to be one of the most abused fan bases in the entire game. Now it's Spirits to die. Over from that printer window. Canadian slaughtering him after getting a Twitch drone into a very good position inside a break room. Also eliminating the yokai. So you've got information, you've taken a piece of utility away, and there you go. Canadian on that drone, giving information. They can hear the phone calls as well from the Dokkaebi. Smoke's tossed out to cut off a line of sight. And now Canadian is looking to see if there's an answer back. He assesses there is, and he baits Surf right into it. Gavin licking his chops. Instead, the focus was on the open area bomb site. Surf is there for backup. He's got intel too, and he can tell Adam exactly where DZ is coming from and when. Wildcard, Adam in particular finding two, but wait a moment, DarkZero's flipped the script. They find 3 kills. Adam still standing. Phone ringing away. It might leave BEAULO in a 1v3. He's down below an open area. Adam covering from above, but the diffuser will go down. Adam popping up, trying desperately to outduel, and he gets the down onto DZ's player of Rice. BEAULO is gone. Adam will drop. He's got 2 kills so far. A third could be confirmed if Rice bleeds out. 2 more await Adam. He clutched on this site before. Lightning doesn't often strike twice. Will it here? Is there a storm brewing for DarkZero? They're waiting. Patiently, NJR is on drone, spotting Adam. He takes the swing, Canadian pops up, and DZ hangs on. To overtime we go.
The one of them, it is reinforced. So there are options here for DarkZero. They're not entirely locked down because it's not that turtle defense that they could have opted for on Wildcard's side. But as long as they got the hatch control, as long as the roam is alive, it's going to be very difficult to plant, even with the Monty. Gavin and Nuke inside the garage is kind of stuck up. It's not this easy. There is no way. No.
Come on. There goes the gas canister. Canadian had no HP left to survive that, and Surf finishes him off too. It looked like it was that easy, but you know what? It's like they say, if it seems that easy, it's probably not. Nades now from Gavin inside a garage as NJR just walks through the main floor, but he's got the attention of Surf, who also needs to be wary of the Monty down below. In comes the Dokkaebi of NJR. Surf gets the pick. He could drop at any point. Down goes the Nitro cell. Does damage to Rice, but now Gavin will need to flush these players out. Wildcard doubling up in numbers. Gavin spotted on main stairs. Rice alone. He's sent away by Adam. Wildcard on match point. Competing now, and despite the struggles they had yesterday, well, today's a new day. Down goes Canadian, and then Polo drops to Rice. Gavin trades right back on the Spirits. So Wildcard lose 2. Gavin dropped. Why? Because Surf is still upstairs inside of Coffin.
Right, that is. No default plans what's happening here. DC, they know this. They're playing far back, expecting those hat drops, and I think Adam inside of garage is going to have to be the playmaker here for Wildcard.
Service dropped. He's got a line of sight.
15 seconds to go.
Looking towards red. Flash goes out by Packer. He cannot get buried in his position, but he does. Adam holds diffuser, though. He's in lockers, taken down by the Legion of Pambazoo. Now it's Surf to try to clutch. He finds 3, but vulnerable on the vault over, and DZ takes advantage of that. All 15 rounds needed between these two. Area and break room. Or you're going to drop the hatch and try to plant behind the cubicle. I think it really just comes down to whether DZ can get an early pick, but more importantly, whether they feel like there's a safer avenue to go with. Shake Packer off of his position on A. Down goes Rice. Dokkaebi no more. Packer dies. It didn't look like there was coverage over by that hatch, so DZ could conceivably go for a drop, but the remainder of the bandit needs to be found first. DZ definitely stacking up for this A drop with 30 seconds left. There goes Canadian. He survives it. We've at least drawn out the attention. Pambazoo not good enough on the coverage, but down goes Packer. Gavin traded out by Spirits. Wildcard leading the way. Canadian bailing off. Now he'll try again. NJR drops. Every single player at DZ favoring this hatch. Canadian successful in the post plant. Tracers whizzing over the heads of NJR, gunning down Surf. Canadian and him will need to scramble. NJR so good. Spirits to clutch out. Playing inside a copier. Flashed. Activating the goggles at the right time, playing around it. His gadget will be of good use, but NJR gets all 3 kills. This map really well. That's not the problem. It's about knowing how his team goes against it.
My.
I cannot believe that. Speaking of BEAULO, he is fed a hearty round of buckshot on the back tower stairs. Ambazu loves that super shorty. That's his 3rd super shorty kill so far in this matchup.
That's incredible. I mean, I don't even know how that happens, to be honest with you. Good night, BEAULO. But the thing about Merc, he's the initiator usually, right? The ones who lead into the building and just start things off hot, and Wildcard to play around him. No one's here to take that spot right now. Then the 4th kill on for the super shorty for Bambasu. Ridiculous right now.
Finally, pays for his crimes. Surf still in this spot. Spirit's nearsighted as his approach is towards blue, with Surf not too far away. That's Diffuser. They're going to run headfirst into NJR if they continue to push towards elbow. They think he's behind the deployable shield. He's not.
15
He's tucked away quite safely. 1 man on DZ. There's 3 more. Canadian,
10 seconds to go.
completely standing sentinel. Now the Diffuser goes down. Spirits will watch. NJR could sweep
5
through
seconds
the
to go.
back. Rice compelled into action, and DZ pick up 2 kills before that Diffuser can go down. On their own map, they take round number 1. Over towards bedroom, but also through attic. Saw that Maverick carving up portions of the attic wall. Surf looking for Canadian down below. There goes NJR. Canadian actually wins the duel.
What?
And will now take to the stairs over towards Armory. As Gavin gets on the board, Packer rushing in, down goes Gavin. Canadian will rely on Rice to hold the bomb site under control, but an excellent swing by Wildcard as they pinch him. Now it's Canadian atop of White Stairs. Oh, a very familiar place for him.
Attackers
Packer getting the Diffuser down, BEAULO to cover. Canadian in an impossible spot. He'll hit the barbed wire, make some noise to get out of there. BEAULO swings and catches him looking the wrong way, and Wildcard win their attack on dorms.
And this is what Wildcard are so good at. Slower than that of Buck. And of course, if they had both, it would be even quicker. No easy way in though. DarkZero with 5 guns up. They got most angles covered. Not perhaps this dining door. It could just be a walk-in for the attack inside.
Adam watching now is, oh my goodness, NJR with 2.
Attackers
Answered back by BEAULO. Surf attempting to plant Bambazu, playing around that pillar. A door frame, down goes BEAULO. Now it's Surf in a 1v4 with Diffuser. Not a lot of opportunity. DZ will close on in. No chance for him to win that round. Canadian the final kill, and DZ wins their 2nd.
Solid.
Larger than they actually happen to be. Bambazu spotting the blitz. Spirits taking some damage. BEAULO not too far off of him. There's Bambazu guarding back tower. Adam is gone. Spirits still surviving in this position. Bambazu has no choice but to get out of there as the gas and then the sidearm claims Spirits. Gavin the only one to die for DZ. Advantage for DarkZero as the brawling continues. Now it's Surf engaging in Freezer, winning his fight. Diffuser buried at the front of Laundry, and BEAULO will assert himself. 3 kills for NJR, 4 kills for NJR. No doubt on his celebratory face cam this time. It's paying off huge, and that's only a single gadget.
That's some good value. You got 2 more of those as well. BEAULO might die because, yeah, the wall is opened up.
They look for the refrag onto Bambazu, but he gets away with a literal single point of HP.
Lucky. That's not what you want to happen. Maverick's not always pretty, right? I mean, yeah, you can go through any wall despite a Kite Claw, Mutium, or Bandit charge, but you gotta paint like Picasso. Open up a circle, a square, make some lines of holes, do something, but they work both ways. And it's tricky when it's just a line of sight and no entry point. And now Adam is alone inside a big tower. That split take we saw last time, much weakened now. Wildcard, very spread across the map. Ambazu, sure he's low on health, but he's still standing upright. And BEAULO had the only set of grenades as well for the attack inside, so there's no point going downstairs now if you're Wildcard. They gotta funnel through a door, funnel through a breach. It's not gonna be pretty. Just Spirit spot on white stairs, 2 people inside of Armory side, and then Adam inside of Armory, or sorry, inside of Attic. That's all they got to work with.
Well, if the guns go quiet from Wildcard, no amount of strategy is going to be successful here. Adam looking for his first pick. Cannot capitalize, though, as Rice is dropped. Canadian on the retake will punish him. Spirit's the only one on the board for Wildcard, and what an utterly dominant round for Dark.
Trades if it comes down to it.
That's the final attempt for Wildcard to put some rounds on the board. They'll start off strong with BEAULO getting a pick, not before Adam taking all that damage, though. That's Bambazu, who's Not leading the team, but close to NJR's total. Adam has a read here on that drone positioned inside of cafeteria/dining hall. Now Spirits will follow up as well. Why not send 2 players their way? For NJR, you're going to need a whole platoon. Down goes Bolo to Canadian. Gavin falls to Spirits. It's a 3v3. The Wildcard keeping things close. Now the Ram can go to work as they tear open these sight lines towards the bomb site. This is another meeting execute. Wildcard, they had some struggles here in the past. Genius way to open up the floors. We don't see a lot of Ram on this map, and NJR will thank his lucky stars as he sees it go by. Surf will now assess NJR is dead. That's a lead for Wildcard, and honestly, the raid boss down at this point.
Yeah, huge kill. And Ja, he was in that prime position on the server like last time. The only position to stop a passing plant here. Canadian could look to retake from the freezer staircase, but all this vert destruction from above. Wildcard, if they cover the right angles, they can definitely plant here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They just need to wait for it, get the call, Packer to drop. Nobody seems to see him, but he's nearsighted. Nobody can stop him. Canadian will look as there goes the air jab. He's a bit too slow, but Rice gets 2 surf drops. Tiny amount of time left, and the clock will hit 0, allowing Canadian to swoop in. But wait, no, he stopped. Did he get there in time? He can, but Surf wins at the air jab. Claims the round for Wildcard.
He gets dropped. He's gonna buy 20 seconds with Spirits. He's gonna stall so much time in this position. No.
There's no way. He hits that with the CZ75.
No. Troy could never.
Pulls out the M870. Goodbye to Gavin. First one on the board. Wildcard. This one's going to go bad in a real hurry for one of these teams as there's still 9 people alive. Make that 8. Pambazoo punishing Surf by Blue. Now the flash over towards Pillar. We've got the attention of Bolo as Canadian walks in. Bees aplenty as NJR tries to keep them at bay, and so far it seems like it's working. Wildcard have now retreated over towards Library side, and Rice thought he had something going, but he was just a bit too slow to the punch. 3 players remain for DarkZero. Same numbers for Wildcard. But Canadian not going to be able to plant. Where is the clock management for DarkZero? They just flat out run out of time.
They see there was slow communication around there for DC, and we see the silhouette there hiding inside of Attica Surf, so close to danger, still alive. Could swing out at any moment. Oh, but Surf hitting his shots right now. He finds 2, he finds 3. What is this?
No way! The waves are too much for DZ to deal with. Oh, Bolo and Spirits will die. The advantage still given to Wildcard because of Surf's play. They are sitting on quite an investment. 35 seconds left. DZ seemingly perpetually worried about time management. No, there's a Frostmat underneath you. You got to be careful. Surf might let his gadgets do the talking. He's on an ace watch. Smoke goes out towards White Stairs. Canadian attempting to narrow down these opportunities for Wildcard to swing. Down goes Pambazoo to Packer, and he will get 2 for his trouble. 3 rounds in a row.
It's all you really need. DC's time management was a problem for the basement attack, and right now, oh, it's not a great start either. A bit slow, and you lose the opening duel.
These frosts are, whether in the hands of Surf or in the hands of Spirits, they're tough for DarkZero to deal with. Losing Pambazoo early, never good. Gavin had a good game on the previous map. Now it's NJR stepping up on Oregon. Again, DZ taking a long period of time to get themselves into position. As Canadian hits barbed wire, Bolo has fallen somewhere on the map. That's the smoke down. Bolo having serious struggles, but again, he's not a player on this team. Canadian
Reloading! Cover me!
plays a little bit of Jack in the Box with Surf. Destroys the hatch, and then gets the Fenrir as he falls as well. Final 40 seconds for DZ to pull off and execute.
Gotta go soon. I think there is still roamers downstairs in the basement. They would be wrong. There's not. It's 2 players upstairs and Packer inside a meeting room itself. Bomb side relatively clear. The issue is those angles up above. Canadian does have 2 smokers and Pug, toss them out, and creates a sort of path in towards the side where we get a plant down.
There's a rush in now. Canadian finds an opening amidst the smoke. He cannot get swung by Wildcard. Neither
seconds to
player
go.
in position to deal with this. Instead, you've got Spirits looking to close out from above,
seconds.
trying to hold. Wait a minute, Wildcard has suddenly reduced DZ to just Rice.
Gonna work out. Okay, let's try and drop the meeting hatch. Well, there's a double crossfire. It's hard, but Panda just drops into pillar. Hello? They weren't ready for that.
But he's traded back. I think it's more important that Pamba gets rid of Surf from that position, and I will take that if I'm DarkZero, especially when you look at the clock. 35 seconds remaining. But again, this listlessness from DZ right at the forefront. They are just so slow, so many rounds. Canadian will shepherd the diffuser into the bomb site at some point. Spirits goes for a reload. It's ill-timed.
15 seconds.
Fire continuing to rage, denying NJR access to blue. BEAULO, the only chance to keep his team in it. Not even his team, to keep Wildcard in it. He finds a couple picks, but DZ wins their 5th round. And we will need all 12
Deemed
rounds.
that small things didn't go their way? Well, I agree with them. If Adam finds a kill with Pamba, so he can't keep doing this. 3rd round, all 3 basement attacks. He swings down that staircase and he kills Surf in the same position. This should not be happening. Maybe once, but never twice. Certainly not 3 for 3.
Look at Adam staring down that Monty. One thing we noted with the way the Canadian plays Monty is he usually doesn't have an escort. This time he does with Gavin inside a freezer. That's where the attention of Adam lay. Flashbangs that go out, NJR punished over by pillars. Spirits are there. Adam finally gets on the board. They'll need more from him now. Gavin drops. It's Canadian in a 1v3, pistol out. And he's punished by Adam, who gets 3 kills in the round. Adam goes big. Wildcard could be our very final round. Wildcard prevails here. We go to Cafe. But there's still time for us to see overtime. I want overtime. I don't really care which team wins here. And Canadian obviously does as well. There's the DMR. Removing Packer, and more importantly, the 3 gas canisters that come with him.
Huge kill. I mean, I get the biggest one here. Packer, sure, a good player, but yeah, as you said, the gadget. You just bought yourself 30 seconds and you can't get locked out of bomb site now on that execute when it's time. A minute to go still. DC actually relatively quick pace for their standard right now in a good position. Attic wall is opened up and they have nobody on the big tower side, so Melusi of Spirits has this kind of cross. And if he can hold this, he can actually stop the entire advancement from DarkZero single-handedly. Last time it was Surf, maybe this time it'll be Spirits.
Rice creeping up white stairs. Down goes Gavin. Nice shot by Rice onto Surf. He's wary about what might come behind him. And there's Adam. 4 kills, all coming within the last round and a half. BEAULO over towards the wall. He gets 1, but not before the diffuser goes down. Now it's Panbazoo to clutch. Adam is going huge. He will need to win this duel to keep his team in it and win it. He hops on the diffuser. DarkZero pushing up. Panbazoo looking to prolong this. He duels, and Adam wins it again, just as he did on Bank. 6 kills over 2 rounds. When you need him the most, he shows up. We use that so many times, though. I feel like it's a bit cheating. BEAULO spot, pixel spot, down goes Gavin. Yash rushing in and punished almost immediately by the position that BEAULO is in. Now as a nitro cell that goes out, it does not prevail. Canadian still wandering right now through Cigar, as he will breathe down the neck of, I believe that's still BEAULO inside a bathroom. Yes, it is. He's got some help, top of white stairs. Canadian has the diffuser. You cannot lose it. Rice vaults in, and there he goes to a frost mat. Big round from BEAULO so far. 40 seconds remaining.
Tough spot here. DarkZero locked down, but look at the upside down rappel finds the kill, but BEAULO's still alive. Canadian not allowed any space in this map so far. Oh, a rare Troy aggressive move there on the Monty. We love to see it. I don't think I've ever seen him ADS before like that. It's incredible.
I mean, he tried
finds the
on
kill.
Oregon, but ultimately fell short.
Stay behind me.
Adam going down below. He'll get caught on the stairs by the Nomad. NJR winning that engagement. Flashes go out. Surf in a 1v2. DarkZero, though, battling the clock. Troy needs to get in to get the diffuser down. Only 5 seconds. They're going to lose time again. Canadian going for the plant. Surf cannot get around the corner. There's an air jab. This is a tough spot. I'm glad that you pointed out, Matt, because, yeah, it's especially interesting. But Surf reads that perfectly. Gavin runs in amidst the smoke screen created by Sens. And Wildcard have now defanged a huge part of this DZ execute. Oh, Pamazoo almost getting the Yokai drone. A good catch inside a bakery. Things maybe not going off the way that DZ was hoping for. They've got half the round to figure this out.
Yeah.
But they're down a very important part of their execute.
Yeah, and the DC, you know, we tend to say that they have a plan A. When the plan A doesn't work, they scramble and they struggle around. It's a quick adaptation from them. They still got time to work with, but they still got to clear bakery. That's going to be their next big issue. The last attack didn't work, but this one has to if they want to succeed in this round.
That Spirit's dueling so well. Looking for yet another. Not able to control recoil, but the sidearm gets the job done. Dumped upon by NJR. First player from DZ to get a kill so far this round. Now Canadian will need to follow up. NJR gets 2. He's been fantastic. Canadian dealing a lot of damage. Wildcard now with BEAULO and Surf remaining. 2v2 with 35 seconds left. This has somehow become one of the fastest DZ rounds that we've seen in a while. Nitro Cell goes out. NJR still alive, persisting in this spot. Does not know where BEAULO has moved to. They have a good idea of Surf, though. And he will continue to spam ping away. That T5 is the gun for it, but NJR is just on something else. He'll need to clutch against BEAULO.
10
A
seconds.
stand-in versus the stand-out. 7-0 for NJR on the board, potentially. Will BEAULO swing? He's got the wrong...
Oh, this nade. Oh.
BEAULO is in such a bad spot, man. Now there's nades done to Canadian, the follow-up from Packer. That unfortunate series of events, but Pambazoo's got 3 kills. A 4th awaits him down below and reading. Advantage for DarkZero now.
What a ridiculous round. I mean, DC really just catching Wildcard by surprise with these early pushes. You know, had a minute to go. That's a clone, Surf. Don't get too excited about that. What looked like a free kill. Pamba's low on HP though. This is still very much around for Wildcard. They're playing off the bombs because of that vertical destruction, but NGR, he loves this garage staircase, always coming from below, walking up. He's gonna catch Wildcard by surprise.
What can Adam do?
Seconds remaining.
He's got a visual here.
10 seconds left.
Easy going for the plan. Adam sees it, but goes for the coverage first. Rice seals the deal. Easy win another round. They're up by
Chasing the pace, one slow, one fast. Right now back to that same old style. They got the intel. Pam's just looking for the opening. Oh my god, again.
How does
the
he get that?
individual gunfights. Yeah, exactly. He shouldn't get those, but he does. Last round and this round, Pamba's finding picks that exist, or rather should not exist in these rounds.
DZ might not be doing well in the overall first blood portion, but still sticking it in the rounds. They might lose the early bit, but the mid-round through later, that works out quite well. Gavin finding his first pick. It's on to Adam playing down below. That should be Wildcard on the second floor, but Packer remains. Inside a laundry, he hears the bees around him, and there's no way for him to retake white. Instead, that's where Surf is positioned. More will be on his shoulders. Rice primes a nade ready. BEAULO walks up. Surf swings. Down goes Rice. Wildcard sitting pretty with only 10 seconds to go. Again, time not on the side of DZ. Another for Surf.
5 seconds.
Canadian
to go.
attempting the defuse. NJR rushing in, saves his teammate. BEAULO is down. Packer will need to stop it with the Nitro Cell. It goes off and catches Canadian. BEAULO is still bleeding out. If Packer can get over there, this can become a 2v1 very quickly. But NJR will go up top and play off the skylight. BEAULO back to life. The 2 players from Wildcard now retaking the top floor. Up red stairs they go together as NJR sits over top of the skylight, but he's got so much time to kill. Wildcard has 0 information as to where this will be. One of them are gonna have to hop onto the diffuser while watching the skylight. There's Packer on it. NJR the pick. BEAULO knows he's up there. 9 kills for NJR. And a 10th to be found. DZ 3-1.
when you need it, hero.
Leaves a 3v3 with 40 seconds left, Nick.
There comes a bit of a pause here, though, because these here are kind of locked out here. They gotta figure out where are the three defenders actually playing at before they can make their final decision. Pag with a shotgun inside of bakery. Got those black eye cams giving intel to the defensive side. You see this crossfire. Surf's in the middle. He's gonna set things up, but the intel is there from DC always.
Now Pambazoo's made it in. Down goes Surf. He's not expecting BEAULO in that position, but Rice picks him up.
To go.
Packer in a 1v2. Goo Mines being hit.
seconds
DZ
to go.
need to get that diffuser down. Packer looks like he is absent. A Yokai will need to take measures into his own hands. Peeking out of
seconds
prep
remaining.
now inside of kitchen. Rotating around. He spotted one player. He can't control the bearing 9 nor make it work with the clock. Pulling out the shotgun. He saw Rice for a lot of frost mats are. It's somebody watching it. So you might escape the Razor Bloom, but the exact play is to essentially run into one of these defenders. Rice wanders in and they seemingly have not droned out Piano at all. Spirits has been up there pretty much the entire match so far, or entire round rather, and it's an easy first pick for Wildcard.
That's not like DC. I mean, we talk about how they spend so much time droning and setting things up, and then they just simply forget or miss out, you know, droning Piano. One of the most crucial spots off the top floor as well. One of your first parts that you enter the building at. I'm not sure what DC's angle is right now. Bs are going out, they get some intel, but there's no action being made of this unless Inches just runs in the building, but that's very risky. The angle though.
Down goes Packer to Panbazoo. DZ getting on the board. Now it's NJR as well with his dozenth kill. Surf looking for sight lines, but very quickly Wildcard is folding. From above, Surf attempting to keep this intact, swinging away on NJR, but that's okay because DZ's getting the diffuser down. Gavin not dying. Instead, he's the one playing the case. Surf from above. DZ with a single kill, stopping them from a 5-1 half. Surf trying to draw out with a fake drop. Now the real drop comes in. No intel. Walks into reading. The holes he created used against him by NJR. That's lucky number 13 for Nick.
Often Piano and such will do a lot of damage to the bomb set later on.
No observation blocker brought from Canadian, so a bulletproof camera with the Jaeger. We talked about that back on Oregon. For those that might not have been familiar, that secondary gadget doesn't see a ton of use, but in this instance, won't see it at all. BEAULO first pick dies to Gavin. Adam looked like he had the follow-up now inside a reading, but DZ clobbering Wildcard. This has been a really impressive showing for Wildcard. Not just this match, but the stage as well. A team assembled, I don't want to say last minute, but cobbled together over the public, was it the public tryouts that they did?
Yeah.
And honestly, it seems like the sky's the limit. That DZ, sweep right through them. That was not a struggle whatsoever. 5 rounds in a row from Dark. Now he's taking damage on top white as NJR has died. 15 kills for NJR is mighty nice. Rice sees the Monty. Spirits unsheathing the pistol. A grenade goes. Good coordination. Packer finds 2. Panbazoo and Canadian, the only 2 remaining, and Packer's in the bomb site now, getting the diffuser down as Canadian will retake. Panbazoo will have to do the same. Packer finished off by Canadian. And now he gets another over towards White Stairs. Panbazoo finishing the deal. Surf on White. Panbazoo getting down BEAULO. He flies over the railings. Panbazoo will be able to get himself back up to full HP.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Surf grabbing the diffuser with 40 seconds to go. Panbazoo, 1 kill away. He's let NJR enjoy the spotlight for a while. Planting upstairs, now it's Panbazoo circling in. Surf doesn't seem to know this. He hops off. That sound goes to Panbazoo. Will give his position away as he looks for the sledge, and the win goes to Surf. Atlanta will wait another round.
He doesn't know.
Spirits
Yes,
is in. Shield down, gun out. Goodbye, NJR. BEAULO will join him inside of reading and now look farther. But guess what? Gavin's still in there. They haven't punished him yet. Adam will. Surf still holding above. Adam another. DarkZero struggling to get back to the bomb site. Canadian and Rice will need to clutch up. They did it before, but on attack. Can they pull it off on defense? Here's the nitro to go. Adam peels off. Diffuser is down. You get the kill, though. Now the timer will run. Canadian and Rice working together. Spirits and Surf injured. Still going. Now it's Surf hopping on through the floor. Taking down Rice. Canadian botches the Nitro cell. He'll have a second attempt. Following up on Spirits. There goes the Nitro. He gets the kill. He just needs to stop Surf. He knows that the IQ is up there, but he can bait him in. Surf will do exactly what he did last time as well. Canadian prepared for it. You just got to jostle. Waste time. Canadian trying to stick it, and Surf gets it through the floor. Desperation for Wildcard. But they pull it off. 4 rounds to seal the first half as theirs, and now they will have some greater difficulty as Gavin goes for the run out. At one point he was 1 and 5. There's another run out. Canadian can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Gets 1 pick, but does not get BEAULO.
Not so.
He sees the shield, will now try to soften up Spirits with those impacts. Down goes BEAULO to Panbazoo, what little remained to BEAULO that was, and now it's Rice! Only 1 player remaining. Wildcard. Looking like the LCQ is your way to Atlanta. SI likely falling away as well. It has been an incredible run for them so far, but it ends today.